And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button, smash that notification button. Bangers, all 2021. Welcome. Praise the Lord. Church announcements very quickly. The masterclass, sweet deal is over.
Goodbye. Gone. Done.
Matter of fact, yeah, actually, a couple people snuck in because it was $99, and I had put the code to expire at July 4th at 4 a.m. 2024.
Oh, no.
And I could not figure out. I was like, why is this code still working? And then I realized that was why. So some of y'all snuck in the back door. I ain't mad at you. Ain't nobody emailing me and tell me that the code was still live. They told a friend, said a friend, I woke up this morning, that code should have been expired. It was not. But the moment I changed it, them sales were like, people were like, I ain't had it for the 200, Kev.
200 is a lot, man.
So 200 is a lot, but not what these gentlemen charged freely. Okay? White men got audacity, they got nothing else. So that's that. But stick around for discount codes. Just pay attention. I'll be more creative now that the base price is where it needs to be. It will just never go back down to $99. And that you have my word on. Angel, do you have any announcements?
No, I'm Enough is over, so just be patient. In about 3 weeks, you should be receiving your packages because it was all pre-orders. Thank y'all so much. This was very successful, and I hope you all like your merch.
Also, it is our good friend, That Chick Angel's birthday on the podcast. She's the big 40 plus 2.
Yeah.
Let's welcome her in 5, 6, 7. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angel. Happy birthday to you. Go on and bless her however you see fit. Buy something from her. Well, I guess you can't. Are you selling anything now that I'm Enough is over?
No, Mama Likes is next, and Mama Likes is about to be popping.
Mama Likes about to be popping. So get ready to bless her and the Angel Ministries.
Hey, praise God.
I want to say something. We went to Essence, all of us, me, Melissa,
Essence.
Marcus, Angel, and Josh, and
They had y'all working.
They did. If my energy is low, I'll tell you right now, I have not worked as hard as I did for Essence since probably the last Essence.
Probably since last tour.
Last tour.
Yeah.
The thing about Essence, this time it was a lot. It was hours of content shooting. I shot a commercial for Ford. Bless it. I sound like I'm complaining. It was a lot of meet and greets, a lot of shoots, a lot of meetings, a lot of interviews, a lot of panels, a lot of everything. And then we came back home and then stayed up late talking to Mel and Greg. So I ain't really recovered yet. So I'll be back to full ridiculousness the next time. But it was great. It was good to see all the black people. You Won't Break My Soul was played a record 8 billion times in a 3-day span. It almost broke my soul.
I don't think I heard it not once while I was there.
Well, then I heard it every other time. You must have just left the room and they played it when you left.
Play it, Angel just left.
The last time I went to Essence, Beyonce had just released her cover of Before I Let Go. And that was the song. I feel like she knows what to release right before Essence.
Oh, absolutely.
And they'll be like, every DJ played it so much. Essence is great. It's a little bit chaotic, especially in the convention center. They have no less than 8 DJs going at the same time. At every booth, they have their own DJ.
Yes.
So everybody keeps turning it up more for their DJ, and then it just gets louder and louder.
It was crazy.
So what I want to say, we went to a concert, and we saw in a row Summer Walker, Jasmine Sullivan,
Come on.
and Janet Jackson.
Patti
Oh,
LaBelle.
I was about to say, you gonna forget about Patti?
LaBelle.
Oh,
Summer Walker. This is gonna be harsh. I might get blocked by somebody else. 3 of the 4 were legendary performances. One of those was not like the other. 3 were like the rest. Blessed, Sister Walker. I want to create a new category of music
Tell me
creators.
what it is, because I got things to say.
Vibes only.
Oh dear.
I just want to say vibes only. Summer Walker is a great singer-songwriter. I think she's talked about having social anxiety or performance anxiety. If you weren't previously a Summer Walker fan, it was hard to be like.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
I don't know how you could.
She made sure I was never gonna be one.
Now Jasmine. Now here's the thing. Jasmine Sullivan. She's not like, her performance isn't like. Let me skip to the end and back up. Janet Jackson, performing wise, was one of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
She was great.
At 56, she hit every note, every move. She had stage presence. Janet Jackson had so many hits that her performance was her hits within her own eras and her own album.
Yeah, she was in full control.
Nice.
She literally walked us through the hits of her albums and eras, from all the way back to Rhythm Nation and previous to Velvet Rope and the Janet album. All those hits, right? Within little sections. And I was like, first of all, most artists don't have that many hits per album.
Right.
Very few have no less than probably 20, 25 she had or something like that. Still dancing like she's on tour.
Hitting every.
Literally precise. Her dancing has always been very precise. And low-key, I was like, I want to see what Janet is hitting at 56. I'm 39. And my hip would have exploded if I would have done that. When she did that, my shoulder would have popped out and been on the front row. She was stretching. I saw a viral clip. She was stretching beforehand, and she's fully flexible still. She has everything she ever had.
Yeah. Well, can we go back to Summer?
Hold on.
Okay, because I need clarity.
That's the point that I want to make. I feel like it's unfair to her because the people we saw after her were literally probably legend in the making, legend icon beyond. Patti LaBelle is 78.
78 years old.
78.
She was like, I'm 78 when she got up on that stage.
Still performed like she is 40.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Her stage presence is out of this world. And then Janet.
Majestic.
Majestic.
Yes.
So it's kind of unfair to me, to Sister Walker.
Ominous.
It's unfair to her because of who followed her.
It's unfair to us. It is unfair to us. Summer would have been great in like the Coca-Cola room. That's where we went when we got there. When me and Marcus got there, we got there early because we wanted to see our good friend Dixon perform. He was amazing. He was magnetic. He was in a smaller room. He wasn't on the main stage, but he was in the Superdome. He sang his butt off. He didn't have no background dancers. He didn't even have a live band. But it was the perfect situation because it was more of an intimate room.
Yeah.
That is where I possibly could have enjoyed Summer because I wouldn't have been expecting much. And I would have just been like, what is the lyrics? I just want to hear the lyrics. What is that?
Yeah.
On that Superdome stage, this is where, what are those things called? Super Bowl
Literally.
is performed. So it's a huge stage. We just watched her areolas and heard some elevator music is what it felt like. The girl can sing, not gonna take that from her.
Yeah.
But when you're on that big of a stage, it would be like, I don't know, like if we had to, I like Sade, but Sade performing at the Super Bowl, I'd be like, a whole set.
That's a great point.
This doesn't make sense.
Yes. Or our fave, you might not. Actually, I can't even say that. Our fave, Sister Aiko.
Oh, she would have dusted her.
I saw her live. She has stage presence. Her performance, it was a good time. And I'm not even like being a jerk. It really was legitimately a good performance. So I can't even put her in that bracket.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I interrupted you.
We missed Chloe and Haley because I was
Yeah.
up listening to Darius, so I didn't get to see Chloe and Haley. But I say all that to say I feel sorry for her. It wasn't fair to her. It was unfair to us because there was a lot of confusion. I was just like, what if she
confusion.
didn't?
People paid a lot of money for those tickets.
Well, the other part is I could not understand a word
Sound
she
terrible.
was saying, and I think it was the mix. First of all, I felt like it was either the mix or my old age. Because I'm sitting there watching, feeling like the music too loud. I can't hear the summer.
Listen, that's exactly how
I
I
can't
felt.
hear. All I hear is the blaring of every other instrument. So then I thought, okay, when Jasmine Sullivan comes out and the rest of them, if that's constant, then it's the venue.
And
Jasmine came out, got rid of them down.
We knew what she was saying.
You have it, but I also know her songs.
Exactly.
But then she sang some of her earlier music, and I'll be straight up, I jumped on Jasmine with Hotels.
Oh, really?
I was aware of her big songs, like
Oh,
Bust the
I
Windows
know.
Out Your Car and other stuff. But she sang some stuff on her early albums that weren't the hits.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know those songs, but I could understand what she was
and
saying.
you still felt the energy, though.
And I still understood the performance. I've seen people live for the first time ever and been like, I'm gonna go check out your music. Georgia Smith, I saw her live. She was not one. I saw her. I saw her in front of Bruno Mars, and that was those
You said
two.
nope.
You got to tour with an artist that matches your style, I believe.
Or you just have to, because I saw Luke James before Beyonce.
Oh, really?
Luke held his own.
I saw Chloe Bailey high before Beyonce.
And
live.
he also made sure he understood the Beyonce audience. He was like,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna get no man that's gonna be sexy before. I mean, once Beyonce gets on the stage, there's no more sexy men. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you what you're not gonna get in her show. Jasmine, I've been on to Jasmine since she sang Round Midnight, which wasn't even, I don't think that was on an album. It was just her doing a cover. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this woman is crazy. But Jasmine did deliver, and Jasmine's not a dancer, but she gave us that step, hip, step.
That's what I'm
hip,
saying.
Step,
She had
hip.
a
That was
look.
enough.
That's what I was trying to give Summer Walker the benefit of the doubt on, because she's not a dancer. She is a swayer. Her performance was.
She also got that baby in there, though.
She does.
We were trying to figure that out. We were like,
She
is
was
there a
like,
baby in that belly? Oh, you're giving her more credit. She did not do it that much.
How was it?
She was like this. Kevin, hold on. She was like this. What's the song of hers?
I don't know any of her music. Bless her heart.
Stop it, Angel.
You rubbing your nipple. She walked down, Angel.
After 40 minutes. After like 30 minutes. I was like, I hear nipple. That's the only thing I hear is nipple. She was
can't
rubbing them
sing,
nipples
though.
the entire time. I was like, well, hopefully we'll see a whole titty. I was like, if all is forgiven. If I see a whole tit, I'll be like, I love her music. I love her music.
Oh.
But I wish they would have put her on a different stage. If social, people have said she's talked about her social anxiety. So listen, that's not something just because you're paid a lot of money you get over. But if I've paid a lot of money, I need you to be able to fake it or put you in a venue where I can expect the performance that you're going to give me.
Yeah, you kind of have to like play to your strengths, whatever they are. Jasmine Sullivan's not a dancer, at least in her live performance, but she is a performer.
Yeah, she
And
works the stage.
She works the stage. She interacts with the crowd, and also her voice is so powerful that you pay attention. And her background singers went crazy.
I saw that Ashley J
Yeah,
up there.
Ashley J was up there. Tiffy, Onisha, they were all up there. Patti LaBelle, first of all, brought out a baby grand piano on the stage that had like 20 heels on it.
And a mirror and perfume.
Come on.
She
Yes.
had a mirror. I thought you said a beer. I was like, I ain't see Patti drink no beer.
She sprayed the audience so they could feel sexy too.
Patti LaBelle sea-walked to ba-da-da-da-da, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. She literally, as much as an auntie...
Ain't on the P-A-double-T.
P-A-double-T.
Yeah.
I was watching. I was like, wait, why are they... I was literally like, why are they playing this? This ain't... Wait, she's sea-walking?
Yes, she was.
And her background singers were like P-A-double-T.
Yeah.
Snoop Pat.
I was here for... First of all, let's talk about how Patti... If you didn't get to watch the streaming on Hulu, y'all know I love to retell a good performance. Amen and amen. Patti, before she came out, if y'all have ever been to a big performer's concert, there's usually a really great visual audio precursor.
I forgot about this.
Oh, I don't know how. There's this beautiful like precursor that happens before they come on the stage to get you like hyped, to get the audience crunk. Beyonce usually has really great visuals. The sound is crazy. Yeah. On all the different screens. Pictures of her mouth up close, saying words, blah, blah, blah. People going crazy.
A bee flying through.
Yeah. It's like, So Patti is the first, she been a diva. So she ain't new to this. She true to this. When I tell you the way this PowerPoint slideshow started swooping in over the things, I'm talking about it had the 3D text that you could get on Final Cut Pro swirling in.
Final Cut Pro. This was from
iMovie.
Microsoft
video
Paint.
editor on Windows 98.
Yes. Windows Movie Maker.
Yes.
It was Windows Movie Maker, which was the first thing I learned to edit
Me
with.
too.
Where that thing came in, the letters would come out like shoo, and you like, oh snap.
The letters, there was a word that spun in.
And each of the letters just turned once. Just
The letters were 3D with the metallic, like curved edges, okay? And at the bottom, because Patti is a senior citizen, it said, please cover your nose and your mouth to keep people safe.
And there was one moment during her PowerPoint that it slipped away, and you saw the computer home screen.
Yes!
That was from 1998. It was literally like,
I was like,
you ain't supposed to see that part.
Oh, I loved it. It had Patti on every show she had ever been on in this decade. It was like The Real. It was The View. Any show, Rachel Ray. Any show she had.
Had nothing to do. It was a
EPK. It was an electronic
what's
press
that thing?
kit.
Like when you graduate, it was a slideshow.
Yes, it was.
Slideshow.
It was.
Because the cupcake thing didn't even have nothing
everything was
to
in
do.
4:3, the way it was shot then.
Come on. I was like, this is it. And like the font was just Times New Roman, right? Nothing cute. Then, the music is wrapping up. Then finally, her pretty cursive font showed up with Patti LaBelle. Patti came out the way that I want to live my life.
I saw Angel up there when she walked
Oh,
out.
Angel was up there.
Oh my God.
That's going to be Angel at 78.
This what I told Marcus. I said, this is going to be me and it's going to piss you off. He said, I'm already annoyed by the fact that I know that is what's going to happen. Patti LaBelle came out in my favorite color. She came out in red from head to toe. Well, her head was blonde. Okay, City Girl.
City
lace
Girl.
front,
The
laid.
original.
The original City Girl.
City Woman.
She had on a suit that had a cape in the back. Come on! Y'all know I toured with cape shirts on. All slightly problematic, take two. With the red suit pants, honey. And her makeup was beat. I'm sure Dee Dee did her makeup. I know her makeup beat. Patti LaBelle, obviously, she got hit after hit, right? And what I love about Patti LaBelle is that one, there was a shot where I could see her lyrics on the screen in front of her.
Oh yeah, everybody else had the time on their TV. Patty's had the karaoke.
Hers was the karaoke
Yes.
lounge.
Karaoke, the font was in 200. Okay, the font size was huge.
It was one word
It
at a
said
time on the
itchy,
screen.
itchy, ya ya, ga ga, hey,
Right.
hey, itchy, itchy, ya ya, ear.
And what I loved is that them lyrics didn't matter because Patti LaBelle was there to hit high notes.
She put them notes in every.
Get you. Yeah. Mocha. Creole lady mama. Patti was not there to sing any consonants.
That's for the background singers.
Yeah, she was like, it's about these vowels. You
And
gonna
she
get this A
said,
as
where
O
are my background singers? She's in on the joke.
Yes.
By the way, although that's hilarious, Angel, what she did, Patti did that no less than 68 times.
Every
in her
single-
25-minute. She could fit that into the happy birthday song.
I love happy birthday to you.
Oh, she did that too.
Of course.
She was flying.
If she didn't fly, I don't want to be there.
Listen, Patti LaBelle and my grandma dance. This is my grandma's only move. If it ain't church and she hears something like when she get on a cruise, it's
Oh yeah.
my grandma loves a good. I don't know what they be.
In their heads, they're doing so many
Oh,
moves.
my grandma is. That's her version of twerking. Where you be pat, pat. This Ruthie be pat, pat, pat.
Pat. Oh yeah, so many things.
Patty was flying and she was patting. This is what the kids are like. No, mama, ain't nobody done that in a long time.
She was like, y'all know. She said, I gotta catch my breath. She'd already ran out of breath and she hadn't sang yet. She had just walked around the stage and enjoyed the energy that we were giving her. She was like, because I'm 78 years young. And of course, we're losing our mind because she looks amazing. She literally looks like Jesus does her facials, right? And then she, kicked off her shoes because it's also not a Patti concert if she does not kick off her shoes.
Yes.
Like before Fantasia ever had the idea, Patti had been coming up out of them stilettos. So Patti came out of her stilettos. She did what she needed to do. And then she went to go get her heel. Well, also, before I even talk about that, what I also love about a woman performing at her status is that Patti gonna take her water breaks.
What?
Patti gonna make sure she look good. Patti literally finish a song. How much I do love you.
No.
Yeah. All right. We're going to sing another song that I remember when we gathered around the piano. I mean, that was the whole time.
25 minutes of different versions of that for the Nelly song. Nelly, I love you.
Yes,
I do.
Love you and I need you. A lot of this. No matter what I do, is you. Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God.
but then the shoe. This is when I was like, I'm in the best place on earth. She found one of her heels. Where's my other shoe? This is in the mic. This isn't like, we would think, our generation would be like, I love you. Where's my other shoe? We would take it out of the mic so that the audience doesn't know that there's something awry. We would, I need you. My shoe is there. Nelly, shoe. Patti was like, love you. Where is my shoe? Y'all know I take my shoes seriously. Where is it? The moment's gone now. Where's the shoe?
She walked over to the piano. These ain't even the right heels.
Yes.
These ain't the ones that's supposed to be up there. Patty, we see this. That was a sound check comment.
Exactly.
That's a pre-show comment. We was in there like, who messed up the shoe? Anita Baker's performance was like that too.
I believe
When the sound man messed up, stop it. Where is Harold? Because y'all have turn the music off. These people pay too much money to see me. They got Lenny up here, and I asked for Harold. No, I'm not going on until get Harold in there because these people pay too much. I have been in this business too long. Go. Lenny, get in and put it on right.
That's
Harold.
what I want that.
Listen, and we was like, well, Harold, you should go. I mean, obviously, you're not welcome here. You're not doing what she wants you to do.
Want to be 68 years old, even though Patty's 78. Here's the thing, and be like, why is Josh not here? Who is this? See, if Josh was here, he'd already be on my single. Somebody click on this because I can't get it to work. Click on it.
Patti Labelle's performance was the equivalent of this. Where is... Let's see I love you and I need
Truly.
you. She looked over the glasses of the world.
Yes.
But somehow I was completely entertained. And not in a, this is bad way. She put on a great performance.
Then she brought out Debbie Allen.
Oh my God.
Who came out there looking like a flying squirrel in her cute jumpsuit. It was a white jumpsuit.
Standard issue Essence all white with the cat.
With the cat.
The cap, the auntie cap.
The auntie cap doing straight up pirouettes as if they still hot to do in the 2022. She pirouette. She came out with her gang of misfits. We had plus size. We had gay. We had black. I don't know what misfits.
It looked like Fame, Fame episode.
That man that was out there in the halter top in the pants, he was upstairs at Darius' performance. Then I saw him in the front row. I said, "Who is this man?" And he was out there, Patti. I mean, the Misfits was out there. There was a black woman who thought she was about to twerk, and Debbie Allen got on all fours.
Tell them what she did, Angel.
She got on all fours and did her 70-year-old version of twerking, which is more like, I'm just going to vibrate as if I'm in downward dog.
She threw butt the only way you can at Debbie Allen. How old is Debbie Allen?
Debbie Allen's got to be in her 60s.
She might have crossed over to 70. She born 1950, so she's 72.
She's 72, same age as my mama. Looks great. God dang, has great mobility.
For 72.
That's where I'm trying to be, on my hands and knees on the floor at a concert.
And threw butt.
She threw
with
the booty.
Glee.
Oh yeah. Patti was so happy. She was like, because I have expired already. So Debbie, get some random niggas from off the stage floor.
And her band of misfits.
Yes, that's
some
exactly.
Some weren't even dancing. Some were just like, I'm on stage. Yeah. There was a random white male who was like 65 years old.
He was like,
I was like, why? How they? You're not even dancing.
Oh yeah, no, he was just happy to be up there. He was like, I don't know what's happening, but feels great. It feels great. Yeah, they did. That's how she closed out the show. That's literally how she closed out the show.
She just walked away like.
She was like, all right now, y'all, bye. That's when you know. When you say bye at the end of your performance, you know you've hit a certain. Don't no other performer that came out in the 2000s say bye. All right.
Boom, boom, boom. She was like.
Bye. And then Mike's still on, still singing backstage.
Listen.
Patti. Y'all found my shoe yet? Huh? And Patti. I was like, this is everything I need.
Oh my God.
It was everything.
It was fantastic.
I was like, she is such an inspiration, no lie. I mean, even though I do actually have a character based off of a Patti person that I have only done for auditions, but she is truly what I desire to be like when I am of her age and of any type of station anywhere close to where she is.
Oh, that's your Angel, that chick Angel's Vegas residency.
Yes.
That's what that will be.
Oh, absolutely.
That will be song.
If I saw y'all in the
story.
Hi, Kevin and Melissa, Josh. Hi, Mara, how you doing? In the middle of a song.
Somebody in the Patreon said her performance was big mash this button energy.
It was everything. And then yeah, like we said, Janet, she came out looking great. Janet,
I think we need to elevate. Everyone needs to take a moment and however you rank Janet, elevate her.
Yeah, lift her up a couple of numbers.
Lift her up a couple of numbers because I was curious. So a friend of mine was supposed to go to the concert, but they got a ticket issue. And they're like, how was it? And I was like, she did everything. He was like, man, I was hoping she would mess up so I could at least be like, oh, I missed it, but she ain't got it no more. She's not like other performers who've aged. She can do, and her dancers were probably 20 to 25, maybe 30s top.
Yeah.
Still has sex appeal. She has the moves. She has the know. She took her water breaks too, though.
Oh, and that's what I love too. I said, yes. She was like, I'm in control.
She literally said, let me go get some water.
I'm gonna get some water. Cameraman just disrespectful following her as she is not singing no more. Pan to the audience. Pan to the audience. Get it off of her. But this is what we all can say as a group, like this is not any shade. Janet is not someone we rank as one of our best singers in our culture, right? She was definitely a vibe. She set a standard. She was definitely one of a kind when she came out, but we're not like when we name vocalists.
Pure voice only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is what I'll say about Janet. that a lot of these folk that I currently don't think I can that I currently don't think can sing can't do. Janet sound like the album.
She does.
There is no
Yes.
depreciation between album to live.
Absolutely.
Sounded exact. Unlike with the verses that we saw, where we
Literally
got to hear
everybody
a
else
lot of
but 'em.
people naked, and it was just like, nigga, go back. It be in a studio box and perform
Yeah.
because we can't do this.
Yeah.
Janet sounded like the CDs I was listening to, tapes, excuse me. Yes.
She sound, and that's to a testament to her team,
Yeah.
Joe Jackson. Listen, he didn't beat these kids for fun.
Yeah, it was
He
for a
beat
reason.
that greatness into them.
I trust and believe.
That's why she in her documentary, she ain't had no ill will towards Joe.
She was like, and look at me.
She-
I am a masterpiece because of Joe.
But I think any good artist, same thing with Jasmine Sullivan, you know what you do well and what you don't, and you build your music and your performance based on what you do well.
Yeah.
Jasmine says, okay, I'm not going to be able to do no choreographed dances. That ain't my thing.
It's not her thing.
Well, these notes better be where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I can at least entertain you.
Yes.
So same thing with Patti. She's 78. She never
She
did
said,
that.
I'm a crip walk, my version of a crip walk.
Had nothing to do with what is actually happening. She was
None.
just auntie dancing. She tried.
And they put
They
that close
bang-
up on her feet too.
They
Oh, yeah, they did. They had him on her
Them
feet.
dogs were out.
And she was like, and y'all gonna look at him.
she been walking in heels for some
It
years.
was for 2 whole A counts. They just had it on her feet. I said, okay.
Well after the crip walking, well, the
And
rendition
she was just on the
done.
carpet. They just said, we're going to have it on feet.
Listen, I
She
love-
bankhead bounced too. They were.
She did. That foot, and I love her, Josh. You might have to take this out the brain. That foot looked like when the T-Rex put his foot down in Jurassic Park.
no!
Oh, that's staying in.
It was
good.
like, listen,
that's
them
good.
feet done been a lot through show business.
Her feet look great for 78.
Listen, we met her backstage the next day.
I know, I'm so jealous.
You should be, because her, Anita Baker, met them both.
You did.
Watching someone explain to Patti LaBelle, who has no idea who
my
I am,
God, this was
who I
pure
am,
bliss.
and they don't really know. This is Kev on stage. He's a big blogger. You got
Yes,
to.
yes, yes.
Blog-
You are a blogger.
Patty was like, "Oh, very super sweet,
Of
very
course.
nice. Come on, let's take this picture." She stood there so kindly. Blog? When have I ever been?
You
but
got
ask
blog.
somebody who's 58, explain to somebody who's 78 what I do. That boy, he makes the blogs on the internet, Pat.
I don't know if my mother would have done any better. Kevin, he's anointed. That's what he is. He's anointed to reach the people. Oh, he's anointed. Come on over here, anointed one.
Yes. You listen, Sade said Patty just did the grandma nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I accepted it. I don't expect Patti LaBelle to know who I am.
Yeah.
She shouldn't. If she did, I'd be like, Patty, you in the streets. For real. But she was super nice, took the picture, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just to see her live and then to get to meet her and know how her career, when she sings her songs, every one of her songs has been sampled.
Yes.
Every song. I was like, boy, y'all done built hip hop careers off of Patty's catalog.
That's why she out here sea walking. She's like, thank you
It's
so
probably her
much.
song.
You made me so much more money. Snoop Dogg. What I was about to say is, oh, come on. Oh, what was also great at that concert was seeing out the reception that our very good friend, Tabitha Brown.
Oh, man.
That place lit on fire when they brought out Tabitha Brown.
And they said there was 80,000 people there. I don't know if the Superdome holds that many.
It was nobody's 80,000.
74 something.
Okay, because I remember he said that. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't think the
There
Superdome
might have
holds.
been-
So it's 1/4 of it's blocked out.
That's
Yeah.
what I was like. That's
There
not.
was probably like 40,000, 35 to 40,000 people, maybe 30,000 people in there. It was a lot. I mean, the seats were not all full either because
No.
we didn't have anybody sitting beside us or in front of us
did
for
I.
most of the concert.
Okay, they just lied. The Superdome holds 74,295.
Yeah, it's
On no planet could it have been 80,000 if every seat for a football game it could have been 80,000.
No.
I remember
maybe
being
on
like,
the field, but even then, that wasn't even sold out.
well, yeah, but you remember like for every concert, 3/4 is
Is
that way,
always,
and then
yeah.
the other quarter is empty.
Blocked out, right.
And there was a lot of people
Yeah.
there, but it wasn't like
It was not
standing
full.
room
But
only.
even then, probably the second half up of the arena wasn't full.
Oh
Yes.
no, that it was for the people where we were about to buy tickets, the $86 tickets. Oh no, there were people up in
Oh,
with
there were
Jesus.
people
Not
on
all the
top
way
of it.
around though, because I remember looking
No, no, no,
left.
no. Not all the way
and
around.
It was spotty up there. Those
Okay.
were probably like $3.
Also, the audience of Essence, them ain't people them ain't 4 hours of music, 4 or 5 hours of music people.
No.
Them people was choosing their block. We did it. I chose my block of singers. I wanted to see Chloe and Holly, but they were on like 720.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen for us.
Not with
we had
work
just
before.
we had just left dinner. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But it was great. It was really. I didn't plan on going to any concerts because I was like, Essence was like, COVID does not exist.
Man, let me tell you what.
Not in this black joy. COVID does not. You got your vaccine. That's enough. COVID don't
Low-key,
exist.
honestly, it was very.
What'd you say?
They weren't even checking.
They wasn't.
What?
They, checking.
The main
it was
doors
supposed
of
to
that
be checking.
arena they were not checking.
Oh, they were. They checked us.
Yeah,
They didn't check
that's
us.
5% of the audience.
No.
I went to Essence in 2019. 19? What was it 19 or 18? 19?
19.
And 2022. Virtually no difference.
They had it in 20. Oh, because COVID came in
29,
2020.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
There was a couple of people who had masks on, and I mean, I probably saw Angel had one on for a little bit,
Taking on and off.
but the rest of the people did not.
Yeah, it was. I felt for you guys because I knew you all had more interactions, like more face-to-face contact. Like I got to meet a lot of people, which was a blessing. Meeting people who watch this podcast or watch my Instagram content was such a blessing. And luckily, none of the encounters lasted more than 2 minutes. So I wasn't as heebie-jeebied up. But I could only imagine if I had to do a meet and greet where it was just constant face-to-face contact, I would eventually pass out and be like, I am scared.
We did it. We had to do that. We was hugging people. This lady came up to me. She said, I came just for you, just to meet Kevin on stage. I said, you came to meet who?
Get Kevin on stage. That's where you at. That's where she wanted to meet you.
Oh my gosh. It was great though.
Did you hear what your son has said? Did I tell you what your eldest son said?
About people noticing me.
Yeah, he was like, this is when we were walking to a restaurant. I don't know why anybody would walk anywhere in the heat of New Orleans in July, but we were walking to a restaurant and Kevin and Melissa weren't perusing the Superdome because it would not have been smart. They would have been stopped every 30 seconds. But when we were walking outside, when that is not the Superdome, you have a little more chance to actually get a couple of feet before somebody noticed you. Well, Kevin was getting recognized probably every 90 seconds to every 3 minutes when we were out on the street. Zay was like Zay was blown away. He started taking pictures. He was like, the dad is getting recognized like an A-list celebrity.
Man, for Essence, I'm up there.
Yeah, you are definitely up there. And I was like, you've never experienced your dad in a black city? And he was like, no. I said, it is the most annoying thing ever. They're like, it's annoying. He was like, this is crazy. I was like,
it was a lot. It was a lot the last time I was in Essence, but it was on steroids. That was 3 years since then. People were stopping in traffic. Somebody backed up, was blocking traffic, taking a picture of me. I was like, y'all blocking traffic? She was like, I don't care.
yeah.
I drove down.
They
Them
wanted to
blacks
meet
drove
you.
down to the Essence.
Yeah. Somebody
yeah.
said, there's that chick Angel and that dude talking about my husband. I was like, oh, wow.
Oh, I know he loved that.
He was like, no, Marcus would be happy when people wouldn't acknowledge him because then he didn't have to engage. And so then I would have to like pull him in when they would be like, and I'm so Tank, I can't believe you're here because he's already clocked out. He's already turned away. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, you got to come.
Yeah, he
There's a video we got to post that Josh took.
of Marcus.
Yes. Somebody came up to talk to me, somebody that you knew, and they were like, I watch the stuff. I love it. And so Marcus knew, okay, this ain't got nothing to do with me. And you were talking to somebody else. So Marcus was just like, I'm just so tired of all of this. I was like, that's my husband right there. Not giving two craps.
Oh, let me tell you one more thing about New Orleans before we move on.
It's my favorite city in the U.S.
It's great.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
mine too. It is ball sweat hot
Yeah,
in New Orleans.
absolutely.
It is humidity on 8 million.
Yeah.
It is uncomfortably hot. Then it rained for stupid hard for 30 minutes. Then the rain was gone, like it never rained. Immediately back to 95 degrees and sweaty balls. But
Yes.
it's crack of your elbow, crack of your knees, top of your butt sweat.
Under your titty is leaking like you're lactating.
2 and 3 shower a day minimum.
Oh, yeah.
Because it is relentless. We
Yeah.
were literally talking about like slaves used to be outside
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
all day long.
And burlap clothing. Just.
Man, New Orleans is like Houston too, Florida. The humidity is just enough. I will take 2,000 degrees of dry heat.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. You'd die.
I would die happy. El Paso is usually 100, 105, 110. Phoenix, 114 of straight up dry heat. I will take that every single day versus an 88 degree humid day in New Orleans.
I didn't mind if I didn't have to walk. Like once I got in those little bike cabs, I was fine. Once I got on when I was on the scooters, I don't like walking in any weather.
Yeah.
So I hate it in extremely hot weather. But once I got on those things, I got to go to Bourbon Street during the day. New Orleans is actually not a city that's a part of the United States. It's a vacation spot.
I no lie.
In a different country.
I think we were in some car. I think we're doing the test drive. I looked over. This guy's drinking a Fat Tuesday while he's driving.
Literally.
Yes,
the
this is
the margarita
It's New
thing.
Orleans, baby.
That's
all they'd be saying.
A police officer took a picture of me. He was smoking a cigar in uniform.
Yeah.
I was like, you can smoke in cigar? He said, it's New Orleans.
Right.
And I was like,
they have different traffic laws. The way those bike cabs were going between cars, I was like,
the way
so
people
we're
were
gonna
just
die.
taking red lights because they're like, oh, I'm kind of in the intersection, but you're still down the block.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in it.
Marcus says, I've never seen people. He said, this is the only city in the United States where people do whatever they want driving. There's not a
They can do whatever they want, period.
period. I love it.
There's titties on Bourbon Street all the time.
I was going to show mine, but it was it was only like 1:00 at PM. And I was like, this is really like too bright. And I don't really see people with beads, so I might just be out here with my titties out and get no beads.
I don't think it's Mardi Gras right now, Angel.
I didn't know it had to be. I thought that's just what they did. I was like, titties, give me beads. But it was great. New Orleans owes me nothing. I can't wait to go back. I was talking to a guy over the tourism who brings content creators there. I'm about to get my whole family there.
The one thing that didn't happen this time that has happened every other time, I didn't get to eat good food in New Orleans because all the good restaurants, everyone on earth was there, or they were closed.
Or they said they were full and they were wide open.
Or they said they were full and they were wide open. So usually I ate more hotel food than I like, but that's not New Orleans' fault.
So did I.
And I've had so much good food at New Orleans, I don't even blame that on the city. That was just everyone on earth was there. So, and I didn't have time. You would have to wait an hour and a half, there was like an hour and a half, 2 hour waiting line just to put your name on the list to wait.
Yeah.
To sit down. And I was there earlier that week, and I should have just went then, but I was shooting.
Y'all tell me when I should visit, when it's like it don't have to be an event. I just want to know what's a good time of year to go to New Orleans because I want to go back. Let me know.
I want to go too. And also the last thing, it'd be hot at night there.
Yeah, I want to do a swamp tour.
I want to do all of them.
I want to see the gators, baby.
Gators, baby.
Baby. All right. This thing went viral last week, and I want to talk about it.
Oh, yes. She was on the plane with us.
Was she? Went back?
No, on the way there. She was sitting a couple. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that was not.
You're talking about Jazzy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on the plane when we were going to New
Oh,
Orleans.
I didn't see
She
her.
wasn't like in the.
Yeah, she was like a seat ahead of you.
I knew that was her. I was like,
I didn't see her. This video of
she's
Watch
behind-
Jazzy
she's
talking about
behind a little bit.
being a submissive woman for her man, who apparently is Cam Newton. The blog say. Since I'm a blogger, I should know.
Okay,
but let me play the clip for you.
What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you, And I study you. Like, I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And when I talk to my girlfriends about it, they're always like, oh, how are you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy. Every night, like clockwork, I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return? What?
By the way, that ending, that clip on that thing was
perfect.
Expert level content.
Oh,
creation.
Shan is not she's a pro. She
ain't new to this.
No,
she is true to this. I was like, ooh, you made me want to click. I
know. Right. I ain't got the time.
But if I had a little bit more time. So as a woman angel, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Well, that's literally exactly what I do in my household. The packing, the eating, the rubbing back while they're falling asleep. But it's to Amar. That is who I do that with. It is to my 2-year-old that's about to be 3. I literally do all of that. I know what he wants before he wants it. I even wipe his butt. I bet she don't even do that for her dude. I do all of that. I used to be his nourishment. Half the meals.
Literally.
I'm literally making your food in
creating
my body.
It. No Hello Fresh.
None of that.
Internal creation.
I am his rest. He falls asleep on my body. I know when he's asleep.
So you understand everything she's talking about.
Understand fully. I was like, yes, this is exactly what it means to be a mom. Oh, you said submissive woman. Let's think about this. I realized early on when she was talking about it, a big difference that's always going to change the perspective that I have that she doesn't have is that I have children. Yeah. That is a position and a role when you are trying to be a very involved parent. Those are the things you have to do for a young child that is still developing and not independent. Right now, she has no children. She's, probably a whole decade younger than I am. So she has the energy to do all of those things. If it makes her happy, not sure why all of it makes her happy, but if it makes her happy, I'm not going to knock it. But I don't think it is I personally don't believe if children were ever added to that equation, that would be a healthy stance to take because there are actual people who can't do the things that you are doing for your mate. Like Amar, while he can get his chips out of the pantry on his own, he can't open them. There are certain things that he legitimately does not have the physical capability of doing where a grown man, regardless of however much you love them, can do. So you kind of sometimes need them to do things. So I don't personally, listen, I used to baby my husband a lot too prior to kids. Like I used to fix his lunch for work. I used to fix his breakfast and I used to fix his dinner. I used to love all that stuff. As we added kids, I was like, nigga, find Uber Eats. And it's not because that I did not appreciate him anymore. It's because I don't have the bandwidth to do all those things, and those things are not necessary for you to feel the love from me. Because right now, that's her way of loving. She's like, my love is my superpower. You still feel love from me, nigga, if I didn't make you a hot ham and cheese sandwich. You still feel all of that.
Hot ham and cheese sound fire right now.
Mm-hmm. So like I personally think it sounds more like codependency, which I've dealt with a lot of people.
I see that a lot in the chat. What that mean?
Is that you need someone to need you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I need to be your crutch. Yes. My position in your life is to have you depend on what I do for you.
Yeah.
And that can be unhealthy. Go ahead.
I was gonna also like I need someone to take care of and let that kind of consume me because that's my role.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nurturing.
Yes. Like how sometimes moms struggle when their kids don't need them anymore to do those things. They have consumed themselves. They say empty nester syndrome too. Like so much of your life becomes pick up Josh, take Josh home. Then Josh learns to drive. And it's like, well, wait, now
you don't need me no more.
And Josh has a job and he has his own money. Then it's like, well, what? A lot of parents have talked about that. Here's my thought. Some of the best marital advice I ever got was, if it works for you two, that's all that it really needs to work for. I think the key to relationships is finding someone who likes to receive love the way you like to give it.
Amen.
And accept that. The thing that I thought was the most like, dang, rubbing his back till he falls asleep, that's baby. Mm-hmm. I do baby.
That's what I said.
I fight sleep. Come on. But if you're the man who she gives this willingly, freely. She didn't say he asked this of me.
She said he
didn't
rotten.
say
he rotten. I love it. He's rotten. Go ahead.
But that's how she likes to. It's like if your love language is gifts and your partner loves flexing by giving you gifts, that makes it easy. If you're like, oh, you love what I like to do because you like giving gifts, but the person doesn't understand love like that, then you have to work to love them in their love language. Mm-hmm. From what she's saying is she freely like wants to do, and I think to a certain extent, I think there's a lot of what she said a lot of women do, like knowing your husband's mood, what he likes, dislikes, what will piss him off. Like you know that. Melissa knows that. Josh's girlfriend will know as they spend more time together. You start to know his intricacies and vice versa. I know what pisses Melissa off. Marcus knows what pisses you off. It's just, I think the reason this went viral isn't the way she loves him. It's that question, what does a submissive woman mean to you? And that submissive woman in the Black community is such a lightning rod thing. The Bible talks about submission. There's Christianity. What does that mean? Her defining it for her always makes people feel like they're defining it for women. And women, people feel like, I ain't doing that. Then if I'm not doing that, that's not submission, right?
I mean, I don't think that's completely why it went viral. Literally, I get what you're saying. Okay. If it works for you, it works for you in your marriage. But
they're not married, by the way, just for clarity.
In your relationship. Yeah. There was one really big color guard size red flag that she said, but kind of skipped past, which was, it's sometimes draining.
She said that?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yes.
That was a throwaway line.
Yeah, she was like, it's sometimes draining. That was the part that was just like, do tell more. Right? Do tell.
Do
right?
tell.
And
listen, I don't know if I do all that for myself.
Right.
If I won't pat my own back, I'll just fall asleep. You heard me?
And I think
baby.
there are a lot of women. I know women who absolutely love being in that. And I think there were definitely, based off the textbook definition of submission, there's a huge part that she didn't even, and maybe in the full interview she speaks on, because right now she's just coming from the place of servitude, which is not what I equate to submission. But it is the constant pouring that she's doing. Mm-hmm. And when she said it's draining, and like I said, the cutoff was perfect, so she might have addressed it more in the longer thing. Yeah. But I do believe that is a trap that we have seen a lot of women that preceded our generations fall into, of being constantly drained by pouring into their husbands, their children, in this place of, I have to fulfill everyone's need, where they kind of become the shell of who they were. Now, mind you, Jazz and her content and stuff, like, I think, and also for a lot of us, it's a shock. I watch Jazzy. Yeah. This seemed like such a juxtaposition to her online personality.
I thought the same. Even
her
just
voice.
I was like, oh wait, do I even know you?
Right.
Like, because her characters are so big.
Yes.
Like Toya Turn Up and even her skin. She's very funny.
She's
very
like,
talented.
she sounds like a city girl
Yeah.
in her own content.
But this person was like
she was like
meditative
rotten.
almost.
Yeah.
Why
Spoil
you
him
keep saying
rotten. Rotten. Because I've never heard her sound that. She's usually like, what's up, besties?
Yeah.
And she went to, he's rotten. And so it was definitely a juxtaposition to what we were even used to if you are even a fan of hers. And I enjoy her. I think she's funny. I love her personality. But I think that what we have watched our mothers and our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers do, and we're seeing this woman who is a proud millennial, a boss, say the same language that we saw kind of suck the life out of folk that we watched and loved and that we fought so hard to not have to do that, also became a thing of like, ma'am, what is you saying?
And I think that's what happens a lot of time in the interwebs. You put yourself in that position, or you remember when you were doing that stuff. A lot of people in the comments of that video were talking about, well, I hope he does that for her. I hope it's reciprocated. From what she said, she wants to do this.
Yeah, this is her idea.
This is her idea.
This wasn't his idea.
She didn't say that he demands this of me. He requests this. Because she said, in my relationships, I heal with love. That healing with love is a tall task, though. Bless your heart.
Again,
that's a heavy burden to carry.
That is why I think a lot of people are like, okay, she's codependent. She might have a codependency problem. I'm not no psychologist. I ain't no therapist, so I ain't about to diagnose her. But listening to it, I was just like, wow, it can feel good to be needed. I have a fixer personality, so I do have my own codependency problems. While it does feel good to be needed, if you aren't setting strong boundaries, even for your own self, you can easily, once more responsibilities are added to your plate, and like I said, she's not in the same shoes as I am. I have a lot of children. I have a lot of jobs and a husband, and a husband, someone that I am committed to for the rest of my life. Not setting those boundaries will cause you to not even see that you are depleting yourself. And if people aren't, I don't know their relationship, if people don't know how to pour into her and also set boundaries to be like, I can't depend on you for everything.
Right.
I got to find ways to figure this out for myself. It's just not a good situation. But like even my husband, he never made it seem like I had to be this submissive woman. But because for me, when I was first married, it was nice to be, I never got to be like a doting wife. So I wanted to experience that. Did he get spoiled? Yes. When he saw the stuff go away, was he like, now what? It literally
where's
went
the
from
sandwiches?
Yes, he still complains about that today. I used to have so much fun creating meals for him, and once we added little Marcus, and I was just putting together cold cuts, not hot, well, regular dry wheat bread. He was like, "What is wrong? What didn't happen?
What's wrong?"
I was like, "I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing to give you." But he understood. That doesn't change that. I still love him the exact same amount. It's just how I give it looks different.
So apparently, I looked in the comments, I glanced in, and somebody was like, "Why you doing anal if you don't like it?" I said, "Hold on, wait."
I think that was a part of the conversation.
Apparently, she allows butt stuff when she doesn't like it. She takes it in the butt only because that's what he likes. Butts. I don't know what to say to that. My all the therapist people I say you got to do the red, yellow, and green on both people. You know, I don't know. I be saying butt stuff just because it's funny and it's shocking. But if your person ain't into butt stuff,
no, I say it to Marcus all the time. He's like, "Do not go anywhere near my butt," and I'm like, "Let me back there. I want to know what's happening. I want to know every nook and cranny and crevice." But I'm not going. One, I don't actually want to be back there, and two, I would never want my husband to feel violated by me. Like that's just.
I've heard the G spot for men is up in the butt.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Let's get into it. Let me go in there." He's like, Angel, leave me. He said he don't trust me. I'm like, I would never hurt you. Let me love every bit of you.
Thing is, if it's in there, you don't want to. You want to see what it feels like, but there's so much attached to it.
Yeah,
you can't be up in the butt. Get out of there! Get out the back
I can understand even as a woman. It's just like for me, it's like, well, yeah, it's an exit. It's an exit. And for anal to work, I feel like you have to be on a different level of horniness. You have to be on Jupiter where like even the walls seem sexy. Because if there's any inhibitions, that butthole gonna stay closed.
Listen, I saw this girl tweet. She said, "How long it take for your booty hole to close after anal?"
Oh yeah.
And people was really answering. Oh, it's probably like 4 to 6 hours.
Because it'd be like a cave. Bats is flying out. Stalactites. You can see all this stuff. Stalactites and stalagmites.
That was a very. That's why you got to be smart to be a comedian. Because you said it, I was like, I literally know what that means. I've been down to Carlsbad Caverns.
Girl, let me just say, girl, boy, Indiana Jones is tumbling up out of there before that thing close up. No.
So your butt just be open?
Yeah, I've only tried it like twice, and I literally was like, I had to be truly in another planet of horniness for it to work. Truly, we tried to do it once casually, and I was like, get away! It can go from, okay, this is neat, to it feels like somebody is trying to rip my whole body in half from my anus. I said, It's not, I don't know why people think it's good enough to continue to do. That's not me.
Stalagmites. That's why you went to college for free.
Yeah.
The fact that you were able to pull that out.
Yes.
Whew.
Oh yeah, on them days where it's not like that, because people are like, you gotta relax it too. There's no relaxing. There's no relaxing. Either your body wants to do it or it don't. No. So I feel sorry for her if that's not something she wants to do, because I really do feel like you've got to be like, yeah, put it in my ear. You've got to be at that place. Yeah, let me rub my toes across your neck, like where everything is so like
anything's open.
Anything is sexual. Let me lick your eyeball. You got to be at that place, I feel like, to unlock the cave. If not, there are boulders. It's like the stone they rolled away. That angel put that stone back. It put that stone right on back. It's not time. Listen, I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Well, the Cave of Wonders. Thank you, Sean Bay. Listen, at the end of the day, it's great for podcast topic content. The other thing I think is true about this internet world, kind of like her voice, her demeanor in the podcast was very different. How do I say this? There is a certain, I believe, persona we create, like Kevin Fredericks versus Kev on Stage.
Absolutely.
That people won't admit to stuff they do for real if they think everybody else is not into it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like butt stuff or eating butt. I remember when that was super taboo. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still kind of taboo, but I remember like Spoken Reasons and Charlamagne were like the only people who were like, I eat butt.
Eating booty.
In the shower, eating butt. Then Booty Like Groceries became a song. And I just believe there's people who are online. You say you don't do something, but you really be doing it in the world or in your own community, be knowing like what you really be about. That's all I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Like cussing, for example. Yes. Even eating coochie used to be taboo.
It did be.
Junior Soprano, he in the mob, you couldn't eat no coochie.
No.
They said you can't eat that coochie. Junior Soprano, apparently Junior Soprano good at eating that coochie. His girlfriend was telling people about it. He got in trouble. Almost got in trouble with the mob for eating coochie because it was taboo in the Italian community.
Right.
Now I don't know how you have a healthy relationship unless your partner just don't like it. Because that peanut and vagine straight up and down, most relationships, the statistics say that ain't gonna be enough.
I know. I'm glad we're past that whole place of like, I mean, because it was definitely taboo for me in high school. I was like, only nasty girls
Get their coochie eaten?
No. Suck penis.
Oh.
I was like, only the nasty girls. And I was like, well, Miss Tanksley, if you're nasty. But it was definitely, I feel like the people my age, it was still taboo. Marcus is a couple years younger than me. They got over that.
Listen.
I was like, oh, is this what they do over here?
I will bless the Lord. You got to bless him. I feel like God wouldn't have made it feel good if he didn't want it to happen. But also sometimes I feel like God be like, what?
No,
What
yeah,
are
well,
y'all
I don't agree.
doing?
We
I
will
don't
find
agree with that.
something. Yeah,
People do heroin, so
yeah,
you know,
people will find some weird things to make
Chris
feel
Rock
good.
had a joke about that. He said even if there was no drug that existed, he said a nigga will take gasoline and a lima bean, put it in a baby bottle, and be like, this will get you high.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
We're
shaking up?
always trying to find a way to escape where we are, and that's what drugs and a lot of times sex do. And so we will try to find something that's really going to take us elsewhere. I don't need it. I'm good.
Is that taboo in the Mexican community, Josh?
heroin.
Hispanic?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, he's talking about eating that coochie.
I don't. It might have used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah, they got a kind of that cool shit.
They be eating butt.
Eating butt?
They be eating that.
Make it
Booty
Menudo?
that oh no.
All right. Well, we jumped the shark again, as we often do. Patreon, we will
Thursday.
Thursday. We're doing
Double.
2 episodes.
Double
Back
up.
to
Thursday,
back.
we doubling up. 8 a.m.
God rest
Pacific
his soul.
and roughly 9:30 Pacific. Everybody else, we will see you.
It'll be a
next
whole
week.
week and a half.
Yeah, because Angels.
I'm going on my anniversary trip to do a lot of nasty things with my husband. That is what we thoroughly enjoy doing on our vacations, is making the housekeeping really have to deep clean that room when we leave. So we'll be gone for a week, and I ain't gonna have reception where we at. So
Yes, so you'll be getting an episode that makes sense in evergreen status. All right, we love y'all. God bless you. God keep you.
like Patty
Enjoy
said,
busting a nut.
busting up, he rotten. Bye everybody. Patty.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage. And that chick Angel.